girl in her place, she said. Kofi nodded. They planned a mean trick. The next morning, Amma opened her locker. A dirty mop fell out and hit her dress. Brown water stained the front of it. Afia and Kofi laughed loud. Oh no, cleaner girl, Afia said. Did your river break? Some others joined the laughter. Amma stood still. She felt shame rise in her face.
You don't come. Welcome, oh. I beg, before we go begin this story, we go scatter your head. Make you do it in. Subscribe, sharp. Like the video, drop your sweet comments. No, the form. Now beggar the bego. Okay, now, sitting well.
Emma was 19. She lived with her Aunt Essie in Medina, a busy part of Accra. Every morning, Amma woke up before the sun. She washed her face with cold water, wore her old brown dress, and put on her flat shoes. She held a blue mop and a small bucket. She took a trotro to the city and walked to Golden Tech Company. Golden Tech had glass doors and bright lights. The workers smelled like sweet perfume. They wore suits and shiny shoes. Amma cleaned the floor, wiped the tables, and took out the trash. Some workers looked away. Some laughed when she passed. At the front desk sat Afia. She liked to whisper. See the cleaner girl, Afia told Kofi. Her dress is torn. Kofi laughed. She looks like she came from the bush. Amma heard, but she kept working. She did not talk back. She wanted to keep her job. She told herself, work hard, be calm. Deep inside, Amma held a secret. Her father was gone, but he had left her a gift. She would not tell anyone yet. One day they would know. Emma tried to be friendly. She greeted everyone. Good morning. Most people did not answer. Some looked at her shoes and smiled in a proud way. At lunchtime, Amma ate plain rice on a small bench near the back door. She listened to the sounds of the office. Printers beeped. Phones rang. People talked about money and big plans. Afia and Kofi liked to tease. They walked by and pointed at Amma's rice. Is that food? Afia said. Maybe she should eat in the storeroom. Kofi laughed. Cleaner girl, don't touch my desk. Your hands are not fine. Amma kept quiet. She prayed in her heart, God help me. When no one was there, she went to the top floor to a small door with no name. She had a tiny silver key. She opened the door and stepped in. The room was quiet. There was a big table, a chair, and a black box. On the box was a word, Adam. Emma ran her hand over it and smiled. Hello, Papa, she whispered. I am still here. The secret room was her safe place. Only Amma had the key. Her father, Nana Kwame Adom, had used this room long ago. He had been a kind man. He owned Adam Group. He helped many people in Tema and Accra. When he died, many were sad. Before he died, he wrote a letter to Amma. In the letter he said, My child, be strong. Learn people's hearts. Do not rush. The right time will come. He made Amma the owner of Adam Group. Adam Group owned most of Golden Tech. Amma read the letter again and again. She kept the papers in the black box. She looked out the small window at the city. Cars moved like little ants on the road to Osu. She felt brave. I will not be small forever, she said. When work ended, Amma went home to Medina. Her Aunt Essie hugged her. How was work? She asked. Emma smiled. I am fine, Auntie. She did not say more. The secret sat like a warm stone in her hand. She slept with hope in her heart. On Monday, a new intern came to Golden Tech. His name was Kojo. He was tall and neat. He had kind eyes and a soft voice. When he saw Amma cleaning the glass door, he said, Good morning. Emma looked up, surprised. Good morning, she said. All week, Kojo greeted her. He asked simple things. Have you eaten? How is your day? He did not laugh at her shoes. He did not look down on her. He even helped her carry a heavy bin to the back. Afia watched with a hard face. She wanted Kojo to like her. She wore red lipstick and shook her hair. She stood by the front desk and smiled at Kojo. But Kojo was polite to everyone and kind to Amma. One afternoon, Amma slipped on a wet spot near the kitchen. Her bucket fell. Water ran on the floor. Some people laughed. Kojo rushed to help. "Are you okay?" he asked. He picked up the bucket and held her hand. "Be careful," he said. Amma nodded. Her heart felt light. Someone finally saw her as a person. Afia felt angry when she saw Kojo helping Amma. She spoke to Kofi in a low voice. "We must put that girl in her place," she said. Kofi nodded. They planned a mean trick. The next morning, Amma opened her locker. A dirty mop fell out and hit her dress. Brown water stained the front of it. Afia and Kofi laughed loud. "Oh no, cleaner girl," Afia said. "Girl in her place," she said. Kofi nodded. They planned a mean trick. The next morning, Amma opened her locker. A dirty mop fell out and hit her dress. Brown water stained the front of it. Afia and Kofi laughed loud. "Oh no, cleaner girl," Afia said. She wanted to run. Then she took a deep breath. She picked up the mop and said, "Please don't touch my locker again." Her voice was soft but steady. Kojo came around the corner. He saw the mess. His eyes grew hard. "This is wrong," he said to Afia and Kofi. "Treat her with respect." Afia rolled her eyes. "Mind your business." Kojo turned to Amma. "You are strong," he said. "Do not let them break you." Amma cleaned the stain and went on with her work. She put the key to the secret room in her pocket and held it tight. Soon the time would come. One hot afternoon, the boss, Mr. Owusu, called a big meeting. Everyone stood in the large hall. The air was full of talk. Mr. Owusu lifted his hand. "Quiet, please," he said. "Next month, the head of Adam Group will visit Golden Tech. Adam Group is our biggest partner. We must be ready," people began to whisper. "Who is the head now?" Mensa asked. "I hear the person is young," Essie from accounts said. "Maybe a rich man from Kumasi." Afia smiled and fixed her hair. "I will meet this person," she said. "Maybe we will be friends," Kofi laughed. "Maybe you will get a new phone." At the back, Amma wiped a table. She kept her face calm. Inside, her heart beat fast. She thought of her father's letter. She thought of the black box and the papers with her name. She looked up at the ceiling and said in her heart, "Papa, the day is close." Amma began to prepare. After work, she went to the secret room and read the papers again. She called Mr. Badu, her father's old lawyer. He had a warm voice. "Amma," he said, "I have been waiting for your call." "I think it is time," Amma said. "I want to show who I am." Mr. Badu came to the office at night. He brought a neat black dress and simple shoes. He also brought a small gold necklace that had belonged to her mother, Abena. "Wear this on the day," he said. "Stand tall, speak clearly. Be kind, but be firm." Amma practiced speaking in the mirror. She said, "Good morning. My name is Amma Adam. I am the head of Adam Group." She smiled at her reflection. Her eyes looked brave. At home, Auntie Essie looked at the dress and cried a little. "Your father would be proud," she said. Amma hugged her. She felt ready. She also thought of Kojo and his kind hands. She hoped he would be there on the big day. The day came. The sky over Accra was blue and wide. A black car drove through traffic from Medina to the city. It stopped in front of Golden Tech. Workers stood by the door. Afia held a file and wore bright red shoes. The driver opened the car door. Amma stepped out in the black dress. Her hair was neat. The small gold necklace shone on her neck. She looked simple and clean. People stared. Some whispered, "Is that Amma?" Kojo stood near the hall. When he saw her, he smiled with his whole face. He placed his hand over his heart in a small greeting. Amma felt strong. Mr. Badu came out of the car too. He greeted Mr. Osu. "We are ready," he said. They all walked to the big hall. Chairs were set in rows. The staff sat down. Afia tried to hide her shock. Kofi rubbed his eyes as if he was dreaming. The room grew quiet. A camera light blinked in the back. Everyone waited to hear who this young lady was. Mr. Badu stepped forward. His voice was clear. "Good morning today. Adam Group visits Golden Tech. Let me present our head, Amma Adom, daughter of Nanakwame Adom." Gasps filled the room. Some people stood by mistake. Afia dropped her file. Kofi's mouth fell open. Kojo clapped first. Then others clapped too. Amma walked to the front. She held the small paper she had practiced with, but she did not need it. She spoke from the heart. Good morning. My name is Amma Adam. I have worked here as a cleaner for many months. I wanted to learn. I wanted to see how people treat others. Some of you were kind. Some of you were not. She paused and looked at Afia and Kofi. From today we will do things well. No mocking, no bullying. We will help each other. We will build a company that treats people with respect. Mr. Owusu bowed his head. Yes, madam. Amma smiled at Kojo. Thank you for being kind, she said. Kojo nodded, proud and shy. The hall felt new, like fresh air after rain. In the next week, changes came. Amma became chair of the board. She did not shout. She listened. She set clear rules. She made a small staff room for cleaners, with a fan, clean cups, and a kettle for tea. She started a fund to help any worker in trouble. Afia and Kofi said sorry to Amma. She looked at them and said, I forgive you. But you must learn. She gave them 1 week of cleaning duty. They wore gloves and mopped the halls. They learned that work is work, and every job has dignity. Kojo got a new role. He became team lead for a small project that helped traders in Kasoa use phones to sell. He worked hard and thanked Amma. After work one day, they walked outside together. The sun was soft. Cars moved slowly on the road to Osu. Kojo said, You are strong, Amma. Amma smiled. We are strong when we are kind. News spread around Accra. People said, The cleaner girl is the owner. But Amma stayed humble. She still greeted the guards. She still said thank you to the cooks. She visited her father's grave in Tama and whispered, Papa, I did it. Golden Tech grew better, and so did every heart inside it. On Friday, Amma called another meeting. She stood at the front with a small smile. I have one more thing, she said. We will start the Amma Adam Scholarship. Every year, we will help 2 workers or their children go to school. We will also train our cleaners to learn computer skills if they want. People clapped. Some had tears in their eyes. Mensa from the store raised his hand. Madam, thank you, he said. My daughter wants to study in Cape Coast. This gives us hope. After the meeting, Auntie Essie visited the office. She wore a bright cloth and simple sandals. She hugged Ama. My child, you kept your father's light, she said. You did not let pain make you hard. Afia came to greet Auntie Essie. Ma, I was not kind before, she said. Please forgive me, Essie nodded. Learn and grow, she said. That is how we all rise. That weekend, Amma took a small trip to the beach at Labadi with Kojo and Auntie Essie. They ate kelewel and laughed when the waves chased their feet. Kojo drew a heart in the wet sand and wrote 3 letters inside. A-M-A. The sea washed it away, but the joy stayed. Amma looked at the sky and thanked God. She was not just the girl they laughed at. She was the girl who changed the story for everyone.